Hi Aries, welcome to and the message you need to hear reading for 26th through 25th. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below, as well as the recommend a reader shout out, which goes to Patricia. Much love and support to her. Hopefully you get a chance to check her out, show her some love and support if you like what she has to say. Lastly, this is intended for a romantic love read. However, it might resonate in other areas of your life, such as career, job, or work, finance, friends, family, and also the energy be flipped. That's been happening a lot lately. People have been saying that you actually were reading a partner, or you actually were reading me instead of what the intended query was supposed to be. So, all right. So for Aries, and the message you need to hear from your person or situation. What is it? What is your takeaway? What's the message you need to hear? This is a counterpart to what they're not telling you. So if you haven't seen that one, check that one out. The Tower could be Scorpio. So we've just had some either upsetting news or everything is just in complete disarray. Perhaps this is internal with the epiphanies or realizations about something for you. Okay, we got the Death card. Three of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, Three of Cups, Eight of Swords. Okay, well, okay, because no, you're not going to lie down and take it. This is not going to get the best of you. Okay, so what's this? What's this Three of Pentacles? This Three of Pentacles. Queen, Knight, Ace. So that's a 7, right? No. 7. That's 4. Okay. So it looks like there's been an ending, and you two are kind of there might have been this upsettedness, this ending, this catastrophic, like cataclysmic change, or just like maybe there was a huge fight. There's something that was immediate, unexpected, and out of the blue, and everything is in kind of chaos right now. But it's almost like you're the stronger for it because it's finally happened. So it's almost like there's a relief now. I know that sounds really strange, but you feel really calm. And we got 2 3s here also. So this is just, it feels like the worst of it has happened already, and it was over. It's been over for a while. This situation has kind of been, it's been a process, but something, it's like the second crisis just happened, or something just happened to kind of solidify that this really is an ending and is over. What's this Ace of Pentacles about? Hermit. This is Knight of Swords. This could be Virgo. This could be Aquarius, Capricorn, Scorpio, right here, both of them. What's this Knight of Swords about? Queen of Pentacles, right there. What's Queen of Pentacles about? Queen of Cups. This Three of Cups about? Yay! 10 of Cups. Right on. What's this Eight of Swords about for Aries? Eight of Swords about for Aries. It's Aquarius right there, the Star card. What's this Death card about? What's Death card about? Oh, good gracious. Okay, so there has been an ending, and you can't not know what you know. You can't go back and try to make it like it used to be. This is that old adage, you can never go home again. Things are different, and you know it, and there's been a change on the experiential level, which is like a transformation, also boobies. But you can't not know what you know, and it's like the door has become part of the wall now. You just can't go back to the way things used to be. Too much has changed. You're aware of too much now. So this person, Aries, honestly, they would like a second chance. They would like a second chance. They want to work on whatever it was that brought you, or that you two caused you two to split. I think they want to know that you are having a hard time with this, but on the contrary, this is also you saying, nope, I got this. I'm up for any challenge. I'm not going to let this, I'm not going to go either way, because they might want to hear that, okay, you're up for the challenge. You want to work on this too with them. But I feel like this is more like you being able to say, what has happened and what I know now can't take place with me. Like, I'm going to get vertical on this. I'm not going to let this lay me out. I'm not going to lay down and die over this. I'm going to rise up. I'm going to get vertical, and I refuse to let this hold me back. I refuse. But your person, Aries, they tell you, or what they want to tell you probably, but they won't, or they can't, is that they do want to work things out. They've been giving things a lot of thought. and they really would like to work on things. They have been trying to figure out a way to speak your language, to offer you the stability and the compromise that you want, or just something that would kind of be appealing to you, because it feels like they're not the most, there's a volatile nature to them, and not that that's a bad thing, but just that they're not, whatever happened now has really hit home, and I really think that part of what separated you two was that they really didn't understand what you wanted, and I think they've been trying to understand that, to how to give you what you want, because they don't want this relationship to go by the wayside. But this is someone that is probably been talking to you for quite some time and wanting to talk to you, but maybe you're not listening, or maybe you don't want to hear what they have to say, so they've been talking to your friends, and they've been talking to your family, and they're going to talk to anybody who listens. But this could be them coming back in to tell you, I want this to work out. I want you and me to try again. I've been thinking a lot about this. I really do want, I'll be that partner that you want. I'll be that nurturing, partner that works right alongside you. I'll take care of things. I'll do my part. I will contribute. I'll do my part. I will rise to the occasion. I don't want to let you go. The thing is, though, that this is somebody that's kind of volatile, kind of independent. It's not in their nature. So it is a real task for him and for them. And it's like they have had to really kind of try to understand where you're coming from. I feel like this might be too late for you. Bad news is it is too late. Good news is that this ending has led to a transformation of sorts. So this really could be that change that you wanted before you two parted ways. And I think they want to know that you are open to meeting for discussing a reunion. Because look at this, we got the Star card and we got the Cups, and we've got them wanting to connect emotionally here. Queen of Pentacles and Queen of Cups. This is somebody that is remorseful, that wants to try, that wants to work towards something, that wants to do right, that wants to connect emotionally and do what they're supposed to do, give you what you want. So this is somebody that kind of probably realized, Aries, they had these epiphanies and understand now what it was that you wanted, and it's almost like they're going to kind of not stop at anything to be able to tell you that and communicate that with you. If you won't talk to them, they're going to be knocking on your door, texting. They might even go through friends or family to try and get them to talk to you on their behalf. Family also might be integral here and involved, as far as them trying to, well, like I said, try to talk to friends and family about you and what their chances are and what they should do. They might be seeking advice from them. I think they'd like to hear that you would be willing to work on this with them, that you're not going anywhere, that you're open to things working out over time, but it's going to take time, and they would be eager to prove it to you. So, win-win, right? If that's what you want. Again, though, it could be too late as far as you're concerned. Just saying. It could be too late. All right. What else for Aries here? But if you want a reconciliation, you got it. It's your choice. It'll be your choice. What else for Aries? Good. Reflect. Good. Yay. Reflect. Okay, so this is you taking the time to think about things. Yay. So we got the Eight of Swords here. Do nothing. This is about you giving things time for you to reflect and to understand. You've just gone through this major ending and transformation. So has the other person. Now is where the rubber meets the road, and to see if their transformation sticks. If what they're saying, if they're going to walk the walk with the talk that they're giving, or what you've been hearing perhaps. Because if you haven't heard something yet, you will. This is somebody who is eager to get you to talk to you again about their plan, about what they want to do. They have all these brilliant ideas. Again, with the intensity and kind of the volatility, it's not in their nature to be stable and consistent and nurturing, but rather they can be very impulsive, but they're very intelligent, very creative, and very exciting. And that's great, but that can be a real clash if there's, you're wanting stability and consistency and someone to contribute on the daily. That can go against that whole really independent, sort of impulsive nature. So they've thought a lot about, they're going to try, but this is a time for holding back, restricting yourself, and reflecting, because this is whatever's changes are going to happen that you make with this person, or even by yourself if you're off on your own, is going to need to happen over time. It's not about just going back to, and I think you know that because too much has happened for you to walk back on all the progress that you made with this ending. What else for Aries? What else is Aries? Wait a minute, what about this one? For Aries. That's for Aries. 10 of Pentacles. So we're probably talking about a long-term relationship or a married relationship here, that it was about the consistency and stability, and specifically about two people contributing and working alongside each other for a strong, consistent, reliable, stable home. So that definitely seems to be the issue here, and I'm a little worried just because this person, they might think that I think they might be missing the mark here. I think they want more of an emotional reunion, an emotional connection. It's not that they want that. I think they might think that that's what you want, and I don't think that's what it's about for you. I think it's more about stability and security, and I think they think the way to that is to connect with you emotionally. And the thing is that you might be over that. Like, you're like, I don't want emotional mumbo jumbo, blah blah blah. I just want to know that this and this is going to happen on a consistent basis. And but do you know what I mean? So that right there, if that's the case, it's like, well, gosh, you're done then, because you don't really want this person. You just want their contribution. You know what I mean? So if you're considering, if they kind of get through to you and they're like sitting there, saying their spiel, or they're really talking to you from the heart, if you're done, you're done. If you're looking at them like, okay, just get to the good stuff, like an eye roll, you're done, And I feel like that's what the focus is like, look, I'm not really wanting to relate with you on an emotional level anymore. I just want to know that I can count on you. And if that's the case, that it might be too late then, because this person is looking to offer stability, and they also want emotional connection from you. So I don't know that you want that. I think it's more of just someone being a good partner, someone that you can, I think being able to count on someone, it was much more important to you in this. We got the Knight of Swords here. I think it might have been pretty difficult for that person. What else for Aries? All right, so what else for Aries here? What's for Aries? All right, so we got the Star card reversed, and the Two of Swords reversed. I think that's reversed. Is that reversed? Star card reversed. It is reversed. Okay, so Star card reversed. Two of Swords reversed. No, let me double check the Two of Swords. Ha! No. Third of Pearl. Hey, I was right. All right. Obviously not to be cheerful because of the way everything fell out. I feel like with the Star card reversed and the Two of Swords reversed, it's almost like what I was talking about, how it's like you're done. I think this might be saying you're done. Of course, there's give it time and reflect. Don't do anything yet. Maybe this is saying don't make up your mind yet. Reflect. But with the Star card reversed and the Two of Swords reversed, that's like, what's the point? I'm feeling discouraged. I don't feel like there's any hope. I don't feel like there's going to be any renewal here. Excuse me, here. And furthermore, with the Two of Swords reversed, it's like, this is indecision. It's not that you come to this sort of peaceful indifference and nobody's talking and you're in your separate corners. This is kind of being overwhelmed with choice, or not wanting to make a choice, not wanting to be where you're at, and having to make a decision and not being happy about it. And, indecision because of that. It's anxiety, the stress over all of that. It's not that peaceful indifference where there's just no talking. It's all of that drama behind why you're not talking. So it could just be that you're like, I don't want to do this. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling that there's any kind of hope, or that even over time it'll make a difference. I just don't feel it. I don't want to be involved in this choice. I don't want to have to make a decision. I don't want to talk to this person. Could be that. But, your life, your call, obviously. But this is saying that there's feelings of loss of hope, feeling discouraged, and not wanting to have to make a decision, or not wanting to have to be involved in making a decision. And I feel like that kind of is you, because it feels like you're done. And for some of you, it could even be this person's effort and offer is like, you know what, this is getting to kind of be exhausting. Like it's too little too late, you know? For some of you. I mean, others, you know, boobies, others. I mean, for others of you, it could just be like, now's not the right time. Give it a couple months. Let me reflect a little bit. Let me take some time. This is how I feel now. Let me see a little bit here. I think their consistent, reliable behavior is going to make all the difference. So if they're able to do that, if there has been a true transformation, that's what's going to make the difference for you, because that looks like that's what the concern was, is someone being able to be consistent and reliable and dependable and trustworthy on a regular basis. A good partner. Okay, Aries, I hope this was helpful, and I hope to see you in the next reading. You take care.